All right, thanks for joining class today. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutes to warm up our body, and then we will hop into 26 into yoga, 26 postures, and 2 breathing exercises. If at any point something does not feel right for your body, remember that you can modify a posture, you can do something else, or you can skip it entirely. Yoga should be challenging at times, but we're never going to a point of pain, a point where we could cause harm to ourselves or others. For the sun salutes, you'll come towards the top of your mat. I'm on carpet without a mat. I'm going to show you from the side. Stand up nice and tall, shoulders down, chest proud. Bring your hands together at heart center and begin. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you're saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, you can also come down onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you stretch your arms forward. Ooh, that feels good. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Slowly exhale, fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back into your plank or tabletop. And remember that you can skip that lowering down motion and go straight to your plank or, go straight to your down dog or child's pose if that feels better for your body. Otherwise, lean forward, bend your elbows, lower down, push up, inhale, come up into your back bend. If you're doing up dog, thighs off the floor. Exhale, lift your hips up for down dog, or sink your hips down for child's pose. Otherwise, either way, spread your fingers wide. Root down through your knuckles, your palms, the space between your index finger and thumb. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, lift up, look up, my bad. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to floor, step back, high plank, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. Try to get your heels to the floor if you're doing down dog. If your heels aren't touching the floor, try taking a little bit of a bigger stance. If you have tight hamstrings or knees, you can micro bend your knees to take pressure away from the backs of the legs. Otherwise, press your thighs back, push your heels down, lift your hips up, push the floor away from you. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful. That was our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 into yoga. So come to the middle of your mat space with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. H-A sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Look back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels. Thighs tight, glutes tight, stomach in. Exhale, head up, weight stays in the heels, stomach in, just the head drops back, no backward bending, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down, last breath in the first set, deepest breath so far. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller, suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in, keep exhaling, push and squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Bring your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly press your head back, stretch your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, I'll do 2 with you. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in 1 more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Change, arms down. Ardha Chandrasana with Padastasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, nice tight white knuckle grip, stretch up and bend right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little forward, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your left hip a little forward to get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle, hips forward, arms back, big stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. Still breathing in and out through your nose. If at any time you find that you're holding your breath, you can't breathe, or you find yourself like panting through your mouth, slow down and do a little bit less. All you have to do is breathe. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, arms back, right hip a little forward, left rib cage a little forward, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, first back bend of the day. Take a deep breath, full lungs, and you're gonna skim off of that big breath. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake, look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears, try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back, bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back. Keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, and bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, big stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, hands to floor, drop your head, go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padastasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up.
Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, stretch your spine. Good. Change. Come up, hands together, arms with your ears, chin away from the chest. Good. Arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together, arms overhead, switch the grip, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, hips forward, arms back, press biceps into ears, big stretch up, and slowly bend to the right as you press your hips to the left. Still breathing in and out through the nose, weight in the heels, chin away from the chest, slide your breastbone up as you pull your abdomen in. Scoop the right rib cage forward, left thigh forward, come down, push and push and push. Change, come on up, stop in the middle. Imagine you could lean against a wall behind you, big stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. Focus forward. If your eyes are wandering, your mind is wandering, let this be an hour just for you. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little forward, upper body back. Seal off the gap between your biceps, arms, and ears. Push your right hip a little forward, get your two hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down, push, 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 change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, keep your eyes open, relax your head back, squeeze your butts, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Maybe in the second set, a little bit more mobile, whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching. Keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, lock your arms, push index fingers back, arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change, inhale to come up, stretch, exhale, fold, go down with a flat back, hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head, second set, bend your knees, you can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. So it's about stretching the whole back of your body, right? Not just the spine, but the hamstrings. So especially in the second set, start to lift your hips up a little bit, push the big toes down, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, never forcing the body, lift your hips up, push your knees back, one day lock your knees. Good, change, come up, hands together, arms to the ears, knees can bend. Nice, arms down, and you let that one go. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right about 6 inches. Hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor. All 5 fingers together, triceps tight. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels, sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lean your upper body back. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles, suck it in, hold it in tight, little bit more weight back into your heels. Now lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips forward, spread your toes wide, come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up as high as you can, bend your knees and sit down. Notice if your knees want to go way in or way out. Keep 6 inches between toes, heels, knees, and hands so the hips stay square. Heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, last part, come on up, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body, stop whenever you want, or keep sitting down until there's a 1/2 inch gap between your hips and your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward, thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the thighs, spine perfectly straight from the side. Looks like you're holding a box. Change, slowly come up, knees together, good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. Go again, second set, step your right foot to the right, the same footprint, it's not too wide of a step. Keep the insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So you can stick your butt out and fold forward to get your thighs parallel to the floor and then start to lift your upper body off of your lower body. Keep the shoulders soft, triceps tight, neck long, lift your chin up, chest up, change, come on up, keep your arms there, push your hips forward, spread your toes wide, lift your heels, stretch up and sit down. So eventually you're gonna lift your heels all the way up, stretching the toes, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. Lean back as you sit down. Take your time, listen to your body, squeeze your knees together and forward, lift up a little bit, pull your abdomen in and change. Slowly come up. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana, doing the right side first. Inhale, arms overhead, nice side stretch. Exhale, swing right arm, right under left. You can interlace fingers, have hands in prayer, or grab your shoulders. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down. Keep your hips low, lean back, and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Right over left, cross, twist, breathe. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, lean your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, left side. Swing your left arm under your right arm. Cross first at the elbows, again if you can at the wrists. Palms together, thumbs towards your face, pinkies away from your nose. Pull elbows down, sit down, keep your hips low, lean back, and bring your left leg over your right leg, left over right, cross twist, breathe. And this side might feel a little or a lot different from the other side. It does for me, and that's okay. We're not symmetrical, and yoga is not really about symmetry, it's about self-realization, right? Getting to know yourself a little bit better, loving yourself a little bit more. Sit a little lower, breathe a little slower, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, right in the second set. Bring right arm under left arm, think bicep under tricep. Pull elbows down, sit down, lean back, and bring your right leg over your left leg, think hamstring over quadricep. Push your left hip a little forward, 2 hips in line. Right shoulder a little forward, 2 shoulders in line. You want wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles all in one line. Sit down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Last one, here we go. Left arm under right arm, pull elbows down, sit down, stay down there, lift up, and bring left leg over right leg. Still breathing in and out through your nose. We're starting to go into the balancing portion of class, and sometimes, like when I fall out of a posture, I take it personally. Make sure you're not taking yourself too seriously. Fall out 5 times, hop back in 6, always breathing through the nose, sit down and lean back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head. Slowly with control, arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers. Okay, let us continue. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana Jana Shavasana. It's nobody's first rodeo here. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, pull your abdomen in. You can stay here or round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid. Concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken, you have no knee. When you're ready, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Take a breath, stretch your heel forward, kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If both legs lock, bring the side legs, make an upside down L like Linda. Bend elbows down, touch elbows to calf muscles. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Stomach in, lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, arms straight, bend the right leg, right foot down. Tried to say right and leg at the same time, and it came out as reg. Shift your weight to your reg, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, pull your abdomen in, flex your toes back. You can stay here or round down and pick up your left foot. Like you're scooping up your foot, all 10 fingers interlocked, thumb included in the grip. Contract your inner thigh, outer thigh, lift your kneecap, use gluteus minimus and maximus, so make sure you're using your side seat. And when you're ready, lift your left leg up. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back. If your standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up, knee over ankle. If both legs lock, you feel tremendous stretching feeling on the backs of both legs, then bend elbows down, touch elbows to calf muscles. Keep coming down. One day, elbows go below the calf muscle, move your heel forward, toes back, stomach in, shoulders down. Change, arms straight, bend the leg, left foot down. You can put your hands on your back, do a little back bend, or an even. Second set, can you keep your big toe on the floor the whole time? Squeeze your left thigh tight, lift your right leg, flex your toes back, stomach in, round down. So the name of the game is, can you keep that left big toe on the floor? Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles, big toe still on the floor. Tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on the knee. So to keep the big toe on the floor, you got to move the hips forward, heel forward, lock your knee,
lock your knee, change, slowly come up. Good for you. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, stomach in, round down and pick up your left foot. So relax your face, lock your leg, keep your abdominal wall engaged, and when you're ready, lift your left leg up. This is the first of 3 head to knee Jani Shavasana postures. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck chin to chest. Put your forehead on your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Slowly reverse out. So sometimes just a little bit goes a long way. Good for you. Whew. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana Dhanurasana. Feet together, bring your right hand up. Elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning your twist. Never gets old, at least for me, without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle. Everyone else is like, it's old. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear. Knees together to start. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. At first, just find a place where you can balance, breathe, and back bend. And if you fall out, you just take a minute to reset and then hop back in. When you're ready, slowly bring your body down and your leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, in other words, 2 shoulders in line. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up. Bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, bring your right arm up, left hip down, knees together, arm back with your ear. Squeeze your right thigh, point your left toes, option to stay here, or when you're ready, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously charge your body forward. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever, so kick really hard. Slowly bring your body down and your leg up, 2 heels in line, kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Keep the tricep muscle tight, right shoulder forward, let your left shoulder relax back. Body down more, leg up more. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly with control. Kick yourself up and take a nice slow breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back. So the shoulder's already opening up. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, left arm up and back, right hip forward and down, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a nice big breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, charge forward, breathe through your nose. So you're already really opening through this right shoulder, the chest, where a lot of us carry tension. Let the right shoulder relax all the way back. Body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. That felt different today in a good way. Bring your left hand up, it's the best, out to the left. Reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, left hip forward and down, right arm up and back with your ear. Lift your chin, lift your shoulder, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. So my wish for you as long-term practitioners of yoga is that every day something feels a little different, and every once in a while, a posture that you've done 1,000 times really just starts to hit you different, right? It's a beautiful place to be in. Slowly body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling, keep kicking, keep stretching, keep breathing, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up with control. Come to the back of your mat, Dandasana, balancing stick. Feet together, arms overhead, sideways, palms together. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back. Step your right foot forward like you're on a balance beam. Shift your weight to your right foot, stretch. And when you're ready, come down like a slow moving seesaw. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tomas, but not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, big stretch up. Use your core, your front, your back, and your side. Step your left foot forward so every muscle in the body contracting, stretch up and tilt, but keep your face relaxed. Slowly bring the body down. Notice if the right hip is opening. Drop the right hip down so hips and armpits face the floor. Chest down, chin forward, leg up, stretch, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, hold still. Best part, hardest part. Second set, arms overhead, palms together. Switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back. Step your right foot forward, move your left hip forward, stretch and tilt. So use gluteus minimus and maximus, use your side seat, pull your abdomen in, touch your biceps to your ears, charge your body forward, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back, stretch up, stomach in, especially lower abdominal wall. Step your left foot forward, lock both legs, stretch and tilt. So use the lower abdominal wall, use your glutes, use your quads, use your biceps, triceps, grip strength, squeeze your palms together, charge your body forward, stretch, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that. You can come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat. I will face you. Standing separate leg stretching, Dandayamana, Bikram, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms overhead, nice side stretch, stretch up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor. You're a starfish. Turn your to a star, turn your toes in, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Beautiful. Grab your heels from behind, roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs. If you don't have a grip on your feet yet, you can put your hands on the floor in front of you, especially if knees are bending, walk your hands forward, everybody roll forward. Lift your hips up, push your knees back, and lock your legs. If you've got a grip on your feet, keep pulling, keep stretching, keep breathing. Eventually, head touches the floor in between your feet. Feels so good. Change, slowly come up, take your time. We're going to flow to triangle trikonasana. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, 2 heels in line, maybe left toes in a little bit. Inhale, bend your right leg and lunge. Notice if your knee is going to the left of your ankle. You want your knee directly over your ankle. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. You want a nice long diagonal line from your ankle to the crown of your head. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, profile of your face visible to the side wall. Like imagine there's a wall in front of you and you can put your right ear, your chest, your arms, your palms against that wall. Drop your left hip down, push your right knee back, turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. You can always line up your heel with your mat. Inhale, bend your left leg, and lunge. Sit as low as you can. You can always take a bigger or smaller step, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. So if your thigh is not parallel to the floor, maybe just the wrist or forearm in front of the knee. You're not staying all the way lifted here, but you're also not collapsing all the way down. Eventually, elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up and stretch up. Push your right hip forward and down. Push your left knee back. Now turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, so both toes point forward, back to starfish. Arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room. If you're on the long side of your mat, you'll face the back of your mat. Turn your back, left toes in. Push your left hip forward, 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line. Backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Chin to chest, stomach in. Round your spine, touch your forehead and knee together. Front side compression, throat choke, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch your fingers beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your right front leg. Right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line, stomach in. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times real quick. Lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl. Vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up, last. Good. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room or on the front of your mat. Uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, move your right hip forward, left hip back. Use your right side seat to really push the right hip forward, stretch up, chin to chest, go down. So try squeezing your glutes and pulling your abdomen in all the way down. So you're using all of the muscles that surround the hips. Bend your left leg, touch your knee and head together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. If your forehead and knee aren't touching, you can take a bigger step. You can bend your front leg. You can really push your fingertips into the floor. Your chin to your chest, eventually forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing your body to round. If it doesn't feel good to round your spine this much, just let your back be sort of flat and slowly over time it'll open up. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together,
Change, slowly uncurl, right hip forward, right shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good. Pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, slowly, arms down. Lovely. Let's repeat that sequence, starting with stretching, showing you from the side. Arms overhead, nice side stretch. Step your right foot to the right, you're a star. Turn your toes in, lock your legs, lift your chest, and go down. So legs are locked, back is flat, all the way down. Maybe start by grabbing the outsides of the feet, eventually the heels. Again, if your knees are bending and your spine is rounding, walk your hands forward, look forward, lift your hips up, arch your spine, legs locked back flat. If you got a grip on your feet, bend elbows back, elbows to calf, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, keep pulling, keep stretching, touch your head to the floor, in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time, stomach in, triangle, Trikonasana, press hips forward, lean back, opening through the chest and pelvis. Turn your right foot out, maybe out a ½ inch more, take a bigger step. Bend your right leg, sit down, lean back, and move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee, cover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, stretch up to the ceiling. Eventually your nose and your thumb are in one line. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Pull your abdomen in, lift your chest up, turn. Twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, press the right heel into the floor. Right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg, lunge, lean back, keep your right leg locked, and move your arms. So right foot is flat on the floor the whole time. If you feel your knee is bending or your feet are sliding or your toes are turning out, point the right toes in a little bit and imagine you're gonna squeeze your heels together. Feet stay in place, but that's the inner thigh strength we want to engage. Look up, stretch up, so sit down more, chest up more, left rib cage forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, only cross your thumbs. Pivot to the back of your mat, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Stretch up, chin to chest, slowly with control go down. So this is a little bit of a momentum change, like we're playing jazz, and it goes from right, going a little slower. It's my jazz impression. Chin to chest, stomach in, round your spine. This is our second of 3 head to knee Janu Shirasana postures. It's a compression posture. We're squeezing, compressing, toning, massaging the front of the body as you create space between the vertebrae. Push your forehead into your knee, suck your stomach in, hands together, change. Squeeze your left glute, press your left hip forward all the way up. Head up last. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels. I'll face you. Make sure your heels are in a line, but not crisscross. You are not on a tightrope, you're on a yoga mat. Turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward. If your hands are coming apart like mine are, push palms together. Use your biceps, stretch up, chin to chest, go down, slow. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You can't see your left foot all the way down. Balance challenge. Keep your hands together just beyond the big and second toe. Pull your abdomen in, around your spine. Put your forehead and knee together. Right hip forward, left hip back. Try to even out your hips so both sides of your back are equally the same. Push forehead into knee. Lock both legs, hands together. Change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh or chest. Head up, last. Lovely. Pivot on your heels. Right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat for tree and then toe. Shift your weight to your left leg, squeeze your left thigh tight, and lift your right leg up. Heel to costume, sole of foot, flat to ceiling. You can hold on to your foot from the shoelace side of your foot underneath. Slowly, gently, let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. Right hand up to the center of your chest. Left hand up, palms together, elbows down, spine straight, breathe. Option to stay here or float a toe stand. Start to fold forward. Hands to floor, lean forward, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Stretch your spine up. Point your right toes, right hip forward and down. Left hand, right hand, palms together, namaskar. Come a ½ inch off your heel. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg. Then push your hips forward to reverse out. Nice, change right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight and lift your left leg up. heel to costume, let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you, and as you're ready, fold forward. So maybe today all you do is touch your hands to the floor. Eventually, you're gonna walk your hands forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, and sit down on your heel. If you can sit on your heel, walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Stretch up, left hip forward, point your left toes. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, palms together, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Very nice. When you're ready, change. Left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. You're on the floor for the rest of class. What a delight. We're gonna do a set change here. Hey. Okay. So lying on your back, bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open. Arms down by your sides. Palms face the ceiling. Eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Oh man, so as most of you know, I was at camp last week and the majority of our camp was very smoky, and which is really unfortunate in COVID times because a lot of the symptoms for COVID line up with what happens if you are in an area with a really poor air quality index. So that was a little scary, but I got tested before, I got tested after, both negative, yay. But I'm finding now that I'm like coughing up a lot of the smoke that I inhaled, which like, if you've ever been to China, for example, right, you often like cough up like black soot afterwards. Not so fun. So it's been an interesting time, but I'm also reminded that like intentional breathing and our breathing exercises are actually like really good for getting gunk out of your lungs, whether it's like pollen or smoke or whatever that is, right? It's really good. In a book that I'm reading, Yoga and Psychotherapy, which was written in the 70s by like a Swami, like a traditional Indian yogi. He often refers to the breathing exercises, the pranayamas that we do in yoga as rinses, like you're like rinsing out your body through the breath. I really appreciate that. So if you ever like go to a bonfire and inhale smoke, or it's really, you know, like pollen-y out, do the yoga breathing exercises and think of them like rinses, right? You get to like rinse out your lungs, rinse out everything in your body. Okay. Uttanasana, when you're moving pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your twin fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor without lifting your head. Tuck your chin in a little bit, look down the center line of your body. Good, change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down, avoiding your rib cage. Keep your right leg on the floor. If your right calf muscle does not naturally touch the floor, you can flex your right toes back to your face. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class today. Good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor without lifting your head. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Look down the center line of your body and breathe. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved to the whole spine from coccyx to the neck, will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down, eyes open. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage, push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. You want the knee towards the armpit, purposely putting a little bit of pressure on the lower abdomen. This posture is good for digestion. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other. It's also a great way to give yourself a hug. So at first, when we come to class and we try this posture, we're like roly-poly-olies, right? But eventually over time through the yoga asanas and especially through this posture, the spine starts to like stretch and realign. So eventually head on the floor, Neck on the floor, shoulders, upper, middle, lower spine, even the hips on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, roll off to the side, knee on your abdomen, otherwise legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees, good. Turn, lie on your abdomen for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders, so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use your back strength. Come up halfway only, elbows stay bent. Roll your shoulders back and down. Stretch your elbows to your hip bones, big toes to the back wall. Lock your legs, push feet, hips, hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe out. Good, change slowly with control, lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Slow breath in, feel your ribs expand. Slow breath out, feel your shoulders fall. Second set, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet, or pardon me, don't bend your knees, straighten your legs, bend your elbows, place your hands below your shoulders. It's been a week, zip up your legs, toes and heels touch, lock your legs, look up and lift, stretch your upper body off the floor. Keep your hands flat on the floor, roll your shoulders back and down. Stretch your elbows to your hips, big toes to the back wall, lock your legs, squeeze your butt. Push the tops of your feet, your hips down, lift your kneecaps, press your hands down, roll your shoulders back and down, lift your chest up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down, look to your left, right here on your mat, arms down, eyes open. Locust Shalabhasana, arm straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor, bring your arms underneath you as best you can, one day pinky fingers touch, spread your fingers wide, lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90, foot comes directly over the top of your head, lift your leg up, change, right leg down, relax right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up. Left leg should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken. Stretch the big toe up, lengthen as you lift, change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you, spread your fingers wide, but hands never over that. Mouth down, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, squeeze your tush, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, lift both legs up, come up. Everybody come up, you can do it, struggle a little harder. Don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, lift your legs up, change, slowly lower down. Bring your arms out, look to the right and take a breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Second set, bring your chin forward, arm straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you. This is an example of a posture that might be a little bit uncomfortable, but if your elbows or wrists are in pain, bring your arms out to the side. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up. So we're learning to be a little uncomfortable sometimes, right? Going just to that edge of our comfort zone or a little bit beyond of it, but never a point of pain, a point where we can't breathe through the nose. Change, right leg down. Relax right leg, lock left leg, point left toes, lift left leg up. Now in these postures where we're on our stomach, you might not be able to do deep belly breaths, but you're still doing little sips of air in and out through the nose. Change, left leg down, third part, chin in, mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer, spread your fingers wide. Mouth down, shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, roll forward, lift both legs up. You can try separating your legs for a second and then bring them back together. Mouth down, push your hands back, lift your heels up, change, slowly lower down, arms out, look to the left, and let that one go. Getting a nice stretch of blood through the shoulders, elbows, wrists, all the way into the fingertips. Furnish Shalabhasana, full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, perpendicular to the body, but you're never forcing your shoulders. You can have your arms down a little bit more if that is more accessible. Zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, move off your legs, point your toes, look up and lift, arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. Beautiful, like a 747 taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where eyes go, body knows to follow. You're strengthening your back, opening your front, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to your right, lift your on your mat. So try to come in and out of the postures with a little bit of like grace and intention. Sometimes we, spend a lot of energy getting into the posture, holding them, and then we like flop out of it, or we like rush into the posture, right? But then the rest of it is really still. Make sure that you're going in and out slowly with control. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up, and lift. Try to keep your hands at a 45-degree angle so they're not all the way up or all the way down, right? Thumbs at a 45-degree angle. When you lift your arms a little higher in the second set, knees lengthen your legs a little bit more. Thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, eyes open. Just a soft, fuzzy gaze beyond the edge of your mat. So you're not like honing in on objects. On your asana floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with the index fingers. You can also grab 1 foot at a time. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through the nose, squeeze inner thighs together, point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat. So you don't want to flop out of the postures. However, part of yoga is like experimenting and like exploring, right? So if you always stay in the posture every single time, that might be a sign to like go a little bit deeper. But if you're like flopping out or you have to come out early every single time, that might be a sign to do a little bit less. Second set, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up and kick into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Look up, touch your big toes to the ceiling. Notice if the wrists are bending, bring the insides of the wrists close together, roll forward, get your thighs off the floor, kick, 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 kick. Good, change, lower down, look to your left, let it go. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat, fixed firm, Supta Vidrasana. Start in tabletop, open your knees and feet, and as you're ready, walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time until eventually you can sit down between your heels. I am feeling this today. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. One of my favorite things about this style of yoga is that we get 2 sets of most of the postures, right? So maybe in first set, you take it easy, knowing that in second set, maybe you can go a little deeper, or if in first set you go a little too hard, second set you ease up a little bit, right? But you're always using the 2 sets in tandem. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up carefully with control, head up last, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So you want to use what you learned in the first set to inform your second set, but also remember that often the second set, like your body's been in that position. So if first set was hard, that doesn't necessarily mean that second set is going to be like as difficult, right? You might be able to go deeper, but it is, right? Like you're keeping that in the back of your mind, right? Like that, didn't feel quite right today. I'm going to take it easy. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Or like I felt nothing at all, right? So second set, I'm going to try and go a little deeper. Okay, second set. So the traditional way to get into this is sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, then open your feet and sit down between your heels. You can also open your knees if that makes the posture more accessible. From here, put your palms on your soles, right elbow, left elbow, drop head back, head to floor, tuck chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Gentle stretch, never a point of pain. So it's okay to feel something. I'm feeling a lot in this posture, but I can still breathe. My face is relaxed, right? If you ever get to the point where you're like gritting your teeth or holding your breath, that's a sign you went a little too far. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, turn around, Savasana, getting a nice stretch, letting everything reset and realign. If the sit-ups ever bother your back, you can roll off to the side and skip the sit-ups. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Enjoy the stretch, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Okay, try and come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms overhead, sideways, palms together, cross your thumbs. Big stretch up and slowly go down, chin away from your chest, stomach in, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, come on up, chin away from the chest, little scoop in the chest, arms down, turn around, Savasana, letting everything stretch out and realign. The legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the back of your mat, second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms overhead, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down, chin away from your chest, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Change, come on up, chin away from the chest. Very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat, letting everything stretch out. Savasanas are a wonderful reset button, both for your body, but also like for your mind and your spirit. So, for example, if there's like a posture that frustrates you, you just hop into Savasana, let it go, try it again, right? Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, come to the top of your mat, Camel Ustrasana, our deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands on your back, thumbs outside, fingers towards the floor. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, relax your head back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Squeeze your glutes, push stomach, thighs, hips forward. Lift your chest up, relax your head back. And change. Put your hands on your back, press yourself up carefully with control. Stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. So that's an example of a posture that can throw some of us for a loop. So it's lovely, just have the opportunity to let the spine stretch out and realign after the posture, right? Let your heart rate slow. Let your mind kind of resettle. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the top of your mat, second set. You can try opening your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. So this is a great example of a posture that will probably feel different in the second set. Of course, you're using what you learned in the first set to inform this moment, but don't doubt yourself, right? You might be able to go a little bit deeper second set. Put your hands on your back, push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, lift your nose, lift your chin. One day head drops back, one day go back halfway. Eventually, or in the future, grab your heels. If you never grab your heels, maybe just practice like bringing one hand down at a time. And eventually, you're just going to go back and tap your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up. Relax your head back. Good, and change. Put your hands on your back, press yourself up, head up last, stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. So there's a song that we sing at camp that is not necessarily a camp song. In fact, it's actually like just a classic American song called Morning Has Broken by Cat Stevens or Yusuf Islam, whatever you want to call him. And in that song, if you're familiar with Morning Is Broken, it's a beautiful song. If you've not heard it, go home and listen to it. Morning is Broken. But there's a line in it that says God's recreation of the new day, and taking the God part out of it, right? I love that because when we look at the word
recreation. We often pronounce it recreation, right? Like yoga, a recreational sport or whatever that is. But in this particular song, it's pronounced recreation. So rather than like recreation of the new day, it's recreation of the new day. And I love that. And I now think of it like if you consider yoga recreation, which I do, think of it also as recreation, right? It's the same postures every time, but you get to recreate yourself. You get to recreate your day through the movements. What a beautiful gift to give yourself. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the middle of your mat, rabbit Savasana. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears. Grab your heels from the outside. Big stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Take your time, go slow. Enjoy. Forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip. Lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. If your grip is sliding or your feet are coming off the floor, ease up. Or if this is just too much on your back, you can keep your hips on your heels, and that might be enough of a rounded spine posture today. Eventually, hips over knees, arms locked, shoulders up. Change, hips down, slowly uncurl. Feels good. Head up last. Turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the middle of your mat. Second set, rabbit. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Chin to chest, stomach in, forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. You can squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl. Head up last, turn around, Savasana. Whenever I think of Cat Stevens / Yusuf Islam, I think of a moment in a TV show from the like mid 2000s with David Duchovny, Californication, where he's trying to like get a cat named Cat Stevens to come to him, and he keeps going, Cat Stevens, and the cat ignores him, and then he looks around and he goes, Yusuf Islam, and the cat walks over to him. It makes me laugh every time. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. I love a good name change. Right leg out, left leg in, one set of head to knee with stretching. Arms overhead, big stretch up. Turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your exactly forehead on your knee. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot. Flex your toes back. Really great stretch for Achilles and calf. Bend elbows down, opening shoulder blade scapula. Touch your forehead to your knee, compressing the front of the body. This is our third and final head to knee pose. Left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, big stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. So you can always start by bending your left leg to touch your knee and head together. Slowly over time, you're going to straighten your leg, lock your leg, one day heel off the floor, one day elbows to floor. Pull your abdomen in, right sit bone down, right knee down, right rib cage down, two shoulders in line. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lie down and sit up. Paschimottanasana, stretching. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, stick your butt out even more. Lock your legs, puff up your chest, and fold forward. So rather than like tugging and rounding your spine, think about lengthening your spine. Stomach to thighs, pull, chest to knees, stretch. One day toes and head touch. Good, change, stay seated. We're gonna flow to spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee corner. You can also have your left leg nice and long. Right arm close behind you like a second spine, left arm up and over, push your knee out of the way. Grab your left knee with your left hand. If you can't grab your knee, you can grab your mat for a little bit of leverage. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance. You can also reach behind you, catch your left thigh with your right hand for a bind, pull your abdomen in, point your left toes, keep your right foot on the floor. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor, touch left heel to right knee, left arm behind you, right arm up over, drawing a circle with the shoulder, push the knee out of the way, grab your right knee with your right hand. So one day, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in, exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. You can keep your left hand behind you or reach behind you, touch your right thigh with your left hand for a bind. Keep spine straight, chest open, right knee down, left foot down, point your right toes. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. Take a slow inhale to your nose. Slow exhale to your nose. Final breathing, Kapalabhati. This is another one of those like rinses, right? Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. So think of it as like a cleansing breathing exercise. Sit well, you can sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce, or eventually knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Think about rinsing away anything that's not working for you. Five, four, three, two, one. So you exhale through your mouth forcefully as you pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, the lungs automatically take in air. Sit up tall, chest proud, shoulders soft, arms strong, and begin. Four, three, two, one. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around. Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So as you enjoy the rest of your day, right? Think about what you want to recreate, not just the recreation you're going to have, like the fun you're going to have, but what you want to recreate in your life, right? I don't know about you, but for me, I always come out a little bit different. I always start yoga one way and I end just being a little bit different than when I started, right? And that's part of that recreation, that recreation, that joy, that embodiment as well. So good for you for showing up to class. It's a beautiful gift that you gave yourself that nobody can take away from you. Take an inhale to your nose, feel your chest rise. Exhale to your nose, feel your chest fall. Breathe in. Let your body relax on the exhale breath. And all is coming.